Hey y'all, welcome back to Healing Her Hustle. Before we get started, I have to apologize for my nubby nubs. I just removed, and by removed, I mean ripped off my nails last night, and after I'm done filming this, then I'm going to do them on the live stream. Um, but So just when it comes down to nails, do as I say and not as I do. Okay, so do not rip your nails off when it's time to go get them done. I just randomly decide when I want to do them, so I rip them off. Just no explanation, no reasoning, and it's really kind of idiotic, but whatever. Maybe I'll grow up and stop doing that soon. But anywho, welcome back, y'all. Welcome back, welcome back. I hope y'all missed me because I missed y'all. And today, I think that we're gonna get into our new norm, our new routine, and how it's gonna go on TikTok, how it's gonna go on here, and how it's gonna go in real life. And by doing so, it's gonna be just a little storytelling and just a little venting, and hopefully it resonates with you, and you can get something out of this, you know. But to start off, those of you who followed my TikTok like I asked, um I did do 30 days of affirmations. I should cut them up and probably put them in videos on here. I think I said something about me doing that. I just don't know how, so I'm gonna just figure out how to do it, and I'm gonna do that, the affirmations. But on top of that, I'm gonna make that affirmations thing a thing. Like October, we're for sure doing optimistic October or optimism October, whatever we decide, that's what we're gonna do. um on my TikTok live streams, hopefully I have enough subscribers here soon enough to go live here, because that's what I would prefer. But on my TikTok live streams, it'll be different, less chaotic, less ghetto, less hood. It'll be very much, I have different vibes for each day. I have my list here, guys. Y'all know I say I don't come with a list, or sometimes I decide to. And today is one of those days that I came with a list, because I'm breaking this down, because I'm going to tell you how we got here in the first place. Like, of course, I always talk about how I want to be more consistent. I want to practice more healthier habits, uh, practice more, just have, yeah, just healthier habitual routines and habits. So, um, yeah, so with the realist on TikTok, and then I think that I could kind of follow this vibe um here as well, but in a longer video form, or maybe we can do shorts and incorporate in there. Like, we're just growing together, girl. Like, we're growing together, so we're just doing this together. But so with the realist in the real world, um Wednesdays is gonna be our midweek messy talk, because I do like to go live from Wednesdays through Thursdays, or Wednesdays through Sundays. I like to keep my Mondays and my Tuesdays to myself, and some Sundays I will keep to myself as well. Um, but Wednesdays we're gonna do midweek messy talk. So we're going to recap all the bull crap we feel like recapping, whether it be through politics, whether it be through like what do you call it, social entertainment, like reality TV or things like that, like whatever is hot topics or trending. We can talk about it. Whatever we feel like is a messy hot topic, we can get messy on Wednesday and recap everything that's happened over the weekend, or whatever the case may be that we had missed, or that we missed from Monday and Tuesday. On Thursday, we're going to have our Speak Our Truth. We're going to have story times. I'm going to tell a story time. Y'all going to hop in and tell your relatable story times. We're going to speak our truths. We're going to be honest. We're going to be upfront with ourselves. We're going to be self-aware. We're going to take accountability. We're just going to kind of reminisce, a little story time on Thursdays. Fridays is freestyle. So if we want to get messy, we can get messy. If we want to party because it's Friday, y'all know adulting is not my favorite thing. So we can be sure to unadult on Friday. We can freestyle, we can rap, we can roast each other, we can do whatever we want to do on Fridays. Fridays is a kick it day, period, point blank, just like in real life. You know what I mean? You clock out, you ready to kick it. Saturday is Soulful Saturday. I really like having the rap battles that we have on Saturday. I am going to post a lot of this on here on my YouTube just so that y'all can get a taste of my TikTok life and how much fun we have over there. And if you're not over there, you have to come join, and vice versa. So because it's just like I said again last video, it's just two different, it's two different entities, two different energies, two different universes. So I just find it quite interesting, quite fun. So yes, Soulful Saturday, those rap battles are hilarious and fun. I feel like I really like those rap battles. I want to continue to do those rap battles on Saturday. But after our rap battle is continued or completed, because they last about an hour and a half if we having too much fun, we could do something like cook. We could do something like clean, listen to some music, vibe, whatever the case may be. But it's gonna be full of soul, period, point blank. And Sundays, the Sundays that I do go live, because some Sundays I feel like it's a rest day and I don't want to. So Sundays we're gonna do our healing and hustle check-in. So we're gonna check in with each other's mental. We're gonna, put all bullshit aside and really, chop it up with each other and see where our energy is at, where our aura is, how we feeling, love on those who need to be loved, express if you're one who needs to be loved on. But then I also want us to set intention for the week ahead, plan for the week ahead, just kind of extract what vibe, what vibe we want for that week, but heavy on the set intentions on that Sunday for the week ahead, heavy on that. Okay, so that's what I'm going to be doing. And then again, I'm going to try to incorporate what I can here as well. I'm really trying to figure out how to balance everything out. So with that being said, let's get into our story time. So I'm not going to give too much detail, but I got kind of like a financial hit literally today. And as I was just kind of laying there, clocked into work, of course, today would be extremely busy. And so I can't really sort out my thoughts or I can't really understand how I was feeling in the moment. But I do know that when I got a call that I was expecting to be the opposite of what the call was, it was very frustrating, very defeating, like just makes me feel like, damn, I can't win for losing. Like, and side note, I just came back from California spending time with my baby bud for his 14th birthday. He is in California. So that was a really high for me. So it just is weird to me how every time there's a high, there's always a low. Like the pendulum is always swinging. Like, so be aware of that. Just be aware of that. Like the pendulum is always swinging. And I wonder, and this is just a theory of mine, but I wonder if that pendulum swinging, if the high is going to, if the low is going to be just as high as the high was, if that makes sense. Like, you know what I mean? If the intensity of each side is equal, like that's just kind of what I want to know, because that's what it feels like I had so much fun, I really enjoyed myself, and then on the other end come back to some bullshit, and you know, it's just as well, what I felt in that moment was just as low. But then again, that's another thing too. Perspective is another thing. But we're gonna get there. I'm jumping the gun. But yeah, so I'm laying there feeling all of these emotions, feeling very defeated, feeling very discouraged, feeling very much like shit. How am I supposed to like not feel like I'm running in jello right now? And so I sat there feeling real shitty for a little while. And then I said it out loud, like, you know, just how I felt, like what I felt that I felt like, or whatever anger or rage that I felt like was like brewing inside of me. I just kind of said it out loud, like, this is just some bullshit. And I'm tired of not catching a break. Like, you can't fucking catch a break. You cannot win for losing. So I said that shit. And as I said it out loud, I sat there and I pondered. And then I'm like, I don't think that I like that. I don't think that I like this at all. I don't think that I like that I feel the lack of control over my life or over certain situations, or this situation makes me feel like I have lack of control over my life or certain situations, and I just don't like that. So then in that moment, I tried to like reel it in and try to gain my own control back. Um, and by doing so, which this might seem slight for you or anybody else, but when I tell you, it made such a huge difference instead of me sitting in my pity. So and sitting in that victimhood mentality and that woe was me, I then was just like, shit, fuck it, what do I have to lose? Let me just explain the situation to ChatGPT. Let me explain my income, what I bring in. Let me explain what the situation is in detail. Let me explain why I feel like I'm on this fucking crazy roller coaster, because shit always feels like it's up and down. Let me just explain all these things and see what I get, you know? And I did that instead of allowing these thoughts to just continue to whirlpool in my fucking head and turn into a tsunami and then excrete however the fuck it feels like doing so. You know what I'm saying? So I did just that instead, and it actually was honestly the better option, because in doing so, of course, you know, a lot of people got their fears with ChatGPT, but I feel like use it as inspiration, use it as motivation. You're not supposed to follow anything verbatim, step by step, you know, and like just using all their ideas. No, I think that you're supposed to use it to spark a flame in your mind or in your universe to where you can put your own spin on something. And so that's what I really kind of like about it. So I did reach out, and then they reached back, and the response was actually pretty fucking awesome. It was really organized. It was really empowering, encouraging, and uplifting in that moment where I felt the total opposite of all of those things. I felt that. And so for this to kind of give me that boost and remind me like you do have a sense of control, it's just about the way that you're looking at it. It's just about the way that you feel like you hit the end of the tunnel when all you got to do is kind of move this rock, and you can find a solution. You can find a way. Some solutions you might not like because it's not what you're comfortable with, it's not what you're used to, but you have to understand that the temporary changes or the temporary necessary changes will literally improve your situation in the long term, long run. Like, it just helps you out long term. And that's genuinely, as an adult, when we have to do this bullshit ass adulting, that's what you should want at the end of the day, is for your future to look secure, to look like you won't be running into this type of situation. Then to kind of preventative measures, like, you know what I'm saying, just kind of working through it now so that you know how to prepare yourself for this to ever happen again, or to make sure that it will never happen again. that part, you know. So I think that it was just a real lesson in just understanding that you have a choice. And I know that people, this is like super cliche and people really just don't like hearing that. But the fact of the matter is you do. You have a choice of how you react to things. You have a choice of how you feel, how you choose to feel, um, or if you want to take certain steps to get help to feeling better. You know what I mean? So if you know right now I feel real low, I feel defeated, and an idea randomly pops in your mind and you like, no, but why would I journal? I don't feel like that'll help me in any way, shape, or form. It's not finna randomly put $10,000 in my pocket. It's not finna randomly have a man knock at the door and tell me all my problems are disappeared. So why would I do that? The reason why you would do that is because there's going to be some clarity in doing that action and taking whatever was the first action that came to your mind. Like mine was, I was literally sitting there feeling depressed, and then again I felt the need to release that shit, so I said something. This is some bullshit. I'm really fucking tired of getting the shit in at a stick. I'm really fucking tired of the roller coaster, the highs and the lows. And right as I said that, boom, I get an idea. And of course, and again, it's all about perspective, because you might be sitting there looking like, I don't feel like that was a grand idea. But I feel like it's a grand idea, and I know what I'm going to do with the ideas that me and ChatGPT discussed, or with the motivation that I was able to receive instead of sitting there feeling discouraged. Instead, I was able to receive inspiration and motivation and totally change my energy, totally change my frequency. Therefore, totally be in a place to receive, whether it be receive information, whether it be receive ideas, receive thoughts, receive money, receive blessings, receive miracles. I literally had to shift my perspective to be in a place to receive, and also be in a place to sit here and speak to you today, because I feel like I could have been in a place where I'm like, damn, that information, that news just pissed me the fuck off. And I was planning on recording my YouTube video, but I'm down right now. I'm feeling irritated. I don't want to do it. But like literally, like it's literally just a shift in timelines. It's just a shift. You know what I'm saying? And I think that that's really important. Like that's really important to note, to understand that, again, you have the choice to shift. So again, say you're somebody who battles depression, bipolar disorder, mental health, any sort of mental health, and you're not taking the necessary actions towards feeling better, or like whether that be the medication or reaching out to somebody that you know you can help or that can help you, or actively going to therapy, or if this therapist is not helping you, reaching out to the company so that they can replace your therapist, get you a new one, get you a better one ASAP, do something to change it, do something to do something better, eating better. Just if you know you can take one step towards fixing your situation, I feel like you can do that, because it's going to take a hell of a turn in your energetic field. It's going to shift that shit quickly. I mean, quickly. As opposed to you resting in your victimhood, or resting in your helplessness, or you resting in your boredom, or you resting in your, you know, like, unmotivated energy, uninspired energy. Resting in that place is just not really productive for you or anybody around you. It's not really going to help you in any way, shape, or form, nor is it even going to make you feel better. You can also do the things like self-soothe, and it could temporarily make you feel better, but you're going to sleep that shit off, wear that shit off, you know what I'm saying, eat that shit off, whatever, and the reality is still the reality. So when you have the option to shift the energy in your current reality for the better, I feel like you can totally take the initiative and be assertive as fuck in doing that. Like, I don't like this defeated feeling. I don't like feeling discouraged. Okay, so what are some steps that I could do to change that feeling? Boom, the first thing that pop in your head, do that shit. Go drink a bottle of water. Okay, let me go do that. Go for a walk. Okay, let me go do that. Go take a bath. Not a shower. Go take a bath. Okay, let me go do that. Go find the nearest waterfall and go sit your ass right there. Take your socks off and your shoes and sit your toes in that water and sit there for 20 minutes in silence to go fucking do that. Like, it could be just when I was just saying the highs and lows. It could be extreme or it could be non. It could be subtle or it could be something extra. But go with whatever the fuck comes to your mind to do. Confirmation, those alarms just driving past, that's totally a confirmation. That's totally a confirmation. But yeah, I think that that's all the yapping that I'm gonna do, and I think that I really, okay, I think that I got that shit out, and I really, I really want to know. First and foremost, I want y'all to comment if y'all tune into the TikToks, if y'all tune into the live streams, if y'all hang out, if y'all around. I want you to comment and say "I." If not, go do just that. Also, comment if you resonate with this scenario, with this situation, or this energy, like whatever the fuck is going on. We're totally in eclipse season, and the first day of fall was about 2 days ago, 3 days ago. So I don't know. Energy is feeling kind of funky. But I like to capitalize off the momentum of funky ass energy, because you never really know, like in the midst of transmuting shit, you could really get some shit done, like transmuting the crazy ass energy that arises from, like, because I'm no astrologer, so, but I know a little bit, you know what I'm saying, of what be going on astrologically. And the shit that's been going on, that's crazy as hell. If you handling these energies with ease, kudos to you. But if you're somebody who is fucking fighting demons, fucking demon slaying and handling shit and allowing shit to come up and releasing shit and removing shit and transmuting shit, also kudos to you, baby, because this is a difficult time. It's a difficult time, and to end up on top from transmuting the craziest chaotic energy into something huge, I think that that's awesome, and I think that that's what I'm on. I don't know what y'all on, but I think that that's what I'm on, okay? So with that being said, I love y'all, and thank y'all for coming back. Thank y'all for sliding through. If you made it all the way to the end of my yapping, thank you for listening to me yap. Thank you for hanging out with me. I appreciate you. And of course, make sure you share to somebody that you feel like will resonate. Make sure you comment. Make sure you like. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you go follow that TikTok. And make sure you come back, okay? I love y'all so much, and I'm gonna see y'all like next week. I ain't gonna make no promises, but I'm gonna see y'all like next week. Bye.